All right, we're going all the way back to 1962, 60 years ago. Hard to imagine, with the Archie Annual. This is number 12, so already we were 12 years in. And I'm going to show you everything you need to know about this piece so you can get your hands on it at TheBigToyAuction.com. We're going to show you the front cover, we'll show you the back cover, we'll show you some internal pages. First things first, he has been repaired along. It is a giant size, so it's square bound, and obviously it came unbound. Somebody somewhere along the way repaired it, and not professionally. So obviously you can see that tape on it. This has been well read, well loved, well enjoyed. Not one you're going to send in to get graded, but of course if you are looking to just fill that hole in your collection until a better one comes along, now's the time to grab this while you can. Let's show you some of those interior pages while we're here. I'm going to show you bits and pieces just so you can get an idea of the quality and condition. It's been signed on the inside like a lot of kids would have done back then, just to let you know that it's theirs, don't take their comic, so be aware of that. We're going to move on to number 111 from 1960. This one, again, has seen better days. You can tell it's a nice golden age, silver age, right kind of on the cusp there in between. And that cover, sadly, it's come undone. So I will show you it in pieces, and you'll see these in the catalog as well. We take these videos in very high def. We do these in 8K, then eventually they come down to about 1080p by the time they get to you. But still, that's high def enough that you can look at it and see for yourself any kind of nooks and crannies. We also have the high-resolution photos in the catalog at TheBigToyAuction.com. You can see it's flaking off there, so the quicker we can get it back in its bag, the better. But for a moment, we're going to show it to you so you can see. Now, if this is one that you're just looking to fill a hole in your collection so you can read the whole thing all the way through, well then, there you go. You are set with this one. But is it one that you're going to send in and get graded? No. Look at what it's kind of left behind there, sadly. So we'll get that back in the bag and out to you. Number 188 is what we've got next. This is from 1969. Again, as that light shines off of it, we'll give a quick wiggle jiggle of the light so you can see all the nooks and crannies. You can see those creases, especially up near the edges, but running through the cover. Will it press out? Yes, probably. Are those color breaking? Yes, I believe they are. So keep that in mind. Is it something you'd even want to press? Well, that's up to you as a collector. But is it something that you can read? Yes, absolutely. A fantastic reader copy right here. Again, to fill those holes in your collection until you can get a better one, or just keep this one to read it forever. Either way. It's a nice piece. Here's the quality and condition of the pages inside as we move on to Archie number 188. We're heading into the psychedelic 60s now, 1969. And you can see it's looking pretty good right there for a comic of that age, at least, over 50 years old. We'll shine the light off of it so you can see every little nook and cranny. Stress near the spine, as you would expect. I'm going to show you on this back cover, you can see down at that bottom left-hand corner is the obvious elephant in the room. Show that to you. We'll open it up so you can see some quality and condition of the pages. We want to show you some spots that don't have a whole lot of coloring, a whole lot of ink. That way you can see the actual quality of the paper. And there you go, that's that one. Now we're jumping ahead here to 238. This is 1974. Just under 50 years old. And looking pretty good. Nice shine on that cover. Not a lot of wrinkling or creasing or anything like that. I don't see any major tears or holes or writing on it, which is great. Now we do see on the back, we see that little chunk right there. I'm going to open up that the cover. Yep, so we'll show you all of that, and then we'll show you the interiors. Let's try and find a spot that doesn't have ink. There you go. So now you know the quality and condition of the interior pages as well. As we move further into the 80s, you can see it in the cover. Has that nice 80s cover to it. and it's not in too bad a shape. This is from $2.98 from 1980. We'll show you the back cover as well. And the interior pages also looking pretty good. And now we have 304, number 304 from 1981. Show a little bit more color on there. I do want to point out it does have that stamp. There's also a little bit of schmutz on the back cover. It does have that stamp that usually the newsstand would use that to let them know when to remove it from the counters and put up the next month's issue. We'll show you the interiors pages so you get a quality and condition idea of the internal pages. As we move on to 1982, 313 here. This is Archie. Number 313. Shining that light on it. Give it the old wiggle jiggle so you know what's going on. Yeah, I don't see any major. This is a pretty nice looking copy. For a 40-year-old book, that's a very nice copy. No major issues on the back. I don't see any on the front. No major creases or tears or anything like that. Let's take a look on the inside. I'd like these pages to be a little bit whiter, but overall, pretty good quality and condition of the interiors. As we move into a pretty 80s looking cover there. Number 324 from 1984. Got that Western look, Western feel to it. Some issues here and there on that cover, of course. But all around, looking pretty nice. Good shine on the back cover. So not a ton of creasing or wrinkling, etc. We'll show you the interiors, quality and condition of these pages. Especially right there, it's easy to spot. Before we finish it out with this 347 from 1987, so 35 years ago. Still looking pretty new, just like you might have gotten it right off the shelf today, the newsstand. Overall, pretty good looking copy on the back. Let's check out those interior pages, see what you have. Yeah, looking pretty nice right there too. Good colors. Good ink overall. And that's going to do it. Head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. You can see this and all the other great comics we've got for you this week at the Big Toy Auction. Leave your pre-bids now or join us live on auction day. Either way, we look forward to seeing you at the auction.